Okay guys, this is a super important video and it's a sad day today too, but I think this needs to be said. Does glyphosate destroy? Beware farmers and pet owners. And why do I say that? Well, it's because glyphosate has, been put around the world, millions of tons of this stuff, okay? Hundreds of thousands of tons, who knows? It's all over the place. But what I want to show you is what it does. And this is a warning for pet owners and farmers, is because you're spraying this stuff all over the place. And if you don't know what glyphosate is made by Monsanto. And Monsanto, okay, ciphered in gematria 6, but that's another story, okay? Glyphosate is an herbicide, and you spray it on plants, and it kills them. It gives them AIDS. And could it be possible, if you spray this on grass, this herbicide, because it's sprayed on your food, sprayed under the trees here, okay, in the orchard I'm going to show you, it's sprayed to be able to manage fields, especially in commercial operations. Now, glyphosate, as you can hear the word, glyphosate, okay, could it be possible that it takes up the place of glyphosate, or excuse me, glycine? Anyways. You may not want to see what I'm going to show you, so if you don't want to see this part of the video, okay, this is my second round of glyphosate poisoning to my sheep, okay, and glyphosate, again, is sprayed on the plants. Let's go under here. It's sprayed on the plants, and what if the animals eat it? This is what happens, okay? And she's still alive right now. And hey, boo-boo, this is my little baby here. And glyphosate is a slow kill, okay? And she's dying right now. And again, this is a warning for farmers and for pet owners. Because when you spray this crap, okay, like this person here rents this orchard, okay? This is the next farm next to us. And about 2.5 months ago, they sprayed glyphosate across this whole line here, sprayed underneath all these trees. So when you're eating fruit, you're eating glyphosate because it goes into the tree, goes into the fruit. You don't think so? It's in your beer, it's in your wine, it's in your food. It's in your cereal, it's in your rice, it's in your beans. They use it to control the grass, the herbs, herbicide, right? And you can see right there where the ground is all brown. It's because the earth is dead there. All the microbes are dead. Everything has been destroyed. Okay, maybe it stopped raining now. So what they've done is they sprayed the fence line a couple of months ago, and 9 of my sheep died. Slow death. It takes them about 30 days. And you can see how the grass on the other side is alive, and then it's dead. Dead. You can see how this person, okay, which knows better, sprayed through here, all this here, spraying on the fence line. You can see over here, all that brown right there, that's glyphosate. And any animal that eats that is gonna get sick or die of a slow death. I had 9 sheep so far die, okay? I don't use any of that crap here. As you can see, there's no brown anywhere, okay? But if you look down this line right here, you can see right where, okay, all of this Roundup Okay, it's called glyphosate. Also, they use atrazine. There's a lot of herbicides, Hondo. It's all the same crap pretty much. And what it does is it causes the plants to get malnourished, and they can't absorb any nutrients, and they wither up and die, slow death. So this is what happens to animals. And I don't care about the studies, it doesn't matter. I'm just showing you what it's done here. The sheep stick their head through the fence, and you can see right here, this person, okay, again, 2 months ago, they sprayed, and I had 8 sheep die. Slow death. Takes about 30 days for them to die. And what happens is that they start getting slower, and you can just see it in them. Just like I see people right now walking around. They get slower and slower, okay? Their bellies start to go ahead and get problems. They start to get indigestion. The sheep they become bloated. And all my babies died. The larger ones, they don't die as much. They get sick. And, you know, this is where she was laying right here. And you can see she was just all stuffed up. Okay, and I brought her in under the roof there. So what happens is that you eat this grass. So let's say a rabbit eats the grass, squirrels eat the grass, chickens eat the grass, and you're putting this herbicide into their gut, and it's destroying their microbiome. It destroys the microbiome of the grass. That's why it kills it. Okay, destroys it, makes it so it becomes malnourished. So what happens is over a period of time, it takes about 30 days or so, 40 days tops, and this is what happens to every one of the animals that eat that stuff. The bigger ones got sick. They all got diarrhea, and I thought I was going to lose a couple of them, but they pulled through. But it took them months for them to get better. And then he sprayed again just 3 weeks ago, and this is what it is right here. This is what happens. Okay, so, you know, you go into Home Depot, right? First thing you see is Roundup staring you at the face, okay, to spray it on your yard. And remember, any insect that eats that dies. Okay, there's no insects here. There's not even flies here. Look, there's poop all over the place on the ground. Not even a fly here. It's not just because of the glyphosate, but it's because of a lot of things. Anyways, it's a sad day today, but this is a warning for people that are using this herbicide, and it's sold. Remember, one of my best guys here that's been with me for 30 years died of colon cancer. Okay? The guy next door here that used to take care of this orchard used to spray Roundup everywhere, and I used to complain and tell him before I had the sheep. Okay? Look at all those trees underneath there are brown for a reason. It's because they sprayed Roundup because they're too lazy to go ahead and weed eat the trees. This is why people use that stuff. Okay? It's a convenient, just like going to a fast food restaurant. It's convenient, isn't it? Okay? And convenience is one of the big reasons why we get in trouble. Okay? Farming is a lot of hard work. And pesticides, insecticides, and herbicides, and fungicides, and all that stuff that they put on the foods there, okay, kills all the pests, the insects, okay, all the microbes, anything that eats that stuff. Okay? And, you know, we're eating this stuff, and you wonder why everybody's so overweight, fat, chubby. You wonder why everybody's depressed. You wonder why you've got so many children that are being born with malformations. So many children that are miscarriage, okay? So many children that are autistic. So many people that have gut microbiome dysfunction, okay? Now, you know, these herbicides, they are deadly to the grass. It just kills it. It takes a little while, it takes about 3 weeks, just as long as it takes for the animals to die. Okay, you spray this stuff on the grass and it doesn't turn brown right away. It takes a couple weeks and you start to see it getting light green, okay, and then it gets browner and browner and browner until it looks dry. They even use glyphosate to put on your plants to dry them faster for the farmers so they could desiccate the plants and harvest easier and quicker. Okay? And if you look up glyphosate, you'll find out that it's sold everywhere. The same with atrazine. If you look up atrazine, that's also an herbicide. And there's lots of research that shows the feminization of frogs, insects, fish, how about even humans? When you eat these chemicals, your hormones are changed. It's just the way it is. Anyways, I got lots to say, and I'm just trying to keep myself calm here. So the story was that this person here that rents this orchard, spraying this poison all over the place. Every animal that eats this grass will become sick and suffer until they die. Okay? She's still alive right now. Nice baby. Poor boo-boo. But she's just barely hanging on. You know, and it's a sad thing. You know, dying's one thing, but suffering is not good. I had to put one of the sheep before, I had to put it out of its misery because it was suffering so much while it was dying a few months ago. And this is because of these chemicals. So you better beware, farmers. You guys are spraying this stuff all around. No mask, your skin's open, no gloves. I see people spraying in Hawaii here everywhere, all up and down the highways. You know, I've done some other videos on this too, you know, to show you what glyphosate looks like on the plants and how it's sprayed all over the roadways. And then, of course, what does it do? It rains like it's raining right now, okay? And you know what it does? It goes into the river. And when it goes into the river, then it goes into the ocean. And everything it touches, it distorts, it perverts. Remember, these herbicides are used like you can't believe. You use them in your yard, you walk on the grass, okay? You go to the beach and swim in the ocean, it's all in there. You drink a beer, look up glyphosate in beer and wine, and you'll see that your favorite brands have it. How about tobacco? Could it be possible that maybe you're smoking tobacco with glyphosate? I know what it does to the animals. Okay? It's slow kill and it's suffering. Could it be possible that a lot of the gut problems that people are having are because of these chemicals, pesticides, insecticides, herbicides, fungicides? Okay? And that's just to name a few of them. And you know, you get on the plant diet, and you know what you're going to do? You're going to increase your pesticide load massively, your herbicide load massively. It's because you're eating the plants that they conventionally grow, and they use these products on the grass. You wouldn't believe how much chemicals that I see some of the farmers working here. And they don't know any better. They just go to, you know, the big agricultural chemical companies here that sell fertilizer, and they say, hey, what do I do? I just want to have a good growth. So the guy that's going to sell them the chemicals, which is just at the fertilizer company, right? They sell them what, you know, they look up in the book and they sell them what they need. Pre-emergence, you know, you want to kill this, you want to kill that. You've got beetle worm, you need to kill that. Everything's killing, everything's using chemicals. There's not one natural remedy. And that's pretty much the same thing when you get the flu. What natural remedies are they throwing at you? Any? Or is it just to take a synthetic chemical and see if that'll do the trick or the dirty deed, right? Anyways, these herbicides, and there's lots of them, and they're available over the counter. And if you touch these with your hand, if you spray this on your skin, it goes into your body, because everything that touches this skin goes into the body. And I see farmers, okay, you know, and I was going to bring up, I know several people, including the farmer that used to take care of this orchard, who died. Colon cancer, heart attacks, young guys spraying these chemicals because they don't know any better. The one guy here didn't even speak English. He's a real nice Chinese gentleman, and he couldn't speak English. And I saw him spraying, I tried to talk to him one time, but he's spraying glyphosate with a four-wheeler with a sprayer on the back. He doesn't want to cut the lawn. He doesn't want to cut the orchard here, the grass. So what he does is he sprays glyphosate over the whole place. You know, the first time that this was done, I could go ahead and forgive people because maybe they just didn't know. But the second time this was done, that's not because you didn't know. It's because I sent you an email. I sent you a video of the sheep that were dead last time that you killed. That's right. Okay, the guy here in this farm, okay, killed my sheep. Okay, using poison. Maybe didn't know the first time, but I told them never use that crap again on this fence line. I will take care of it. And of course, they rent this orchard. It's not the owner. It's the person who rents it. And people usually who rent things, they don't care. They just don't. They rent it for a reason, is because they can't afford to go ahead and buy it themselves. So they use the orchard as much as they can, just like a lot of the farmers here. They rent the land. They poison the crap out of it. They grow sweet potatoes, purple potatoes, ginger, and after about 2 seasons, that's it. That land is no good for another 5 to 7 years, is because it's dead with all the chemicals that they sprayed on there. So they go from farm to farm and they rent the land from $500 to $2,000 an acre. They rent it for 2 years. And to the farmer, he thinks it's good because they wanted to rent my land over there. But once I find out that you're going to use Roundup and all different pre-emergent chemicals to make it so the seeds don't come up, okay, of the weeds, then you're going to go ahead and use all synthetic fertilizers, and you're going to spray anything on that plant that it needs. If it gets nematodes, if it gets any type of insect, you're going to spray now insecticides on that. And that goes for your coffee too, guys. I'm in the coffee business here, and I know the chemicals that they use, and they use a lot of chemicals. A lot. Just to be able to keep the crop. You know, we have fire ants, and I know people that grab the lychee. They're flowering right now. In about 3 months we'll be pulling about 100,000 pounds of lychee, but you can see all the flowers. And you're supposed to fertilize these 2 times, okay? But people use synthetic fertilizer, which synthetic fertilizer goes under the plants. The synthetic chemicals from the fertilizer go into the ground, kill the microbes, okay? They don't help it. It's synthetic, remember that. And there's certain bacteria in the soil there that make this substance called fulvic acid. And the fulvic acid is what breaks down a lot of the minerals in the soil to make it so the plant can go ahead and uptake the nutrients in the soil. So once you use these synthetic chemicals, these fertilizers, okay, these herbicides, what you're doing is you're killing the microbiome. Just like when you eat these chemicals in your body, you're killing the microbiome in your own gut. And you got gas, bloating, like I had, blood in my stools. And if I wasn't a doctor and if I didn't dig deep, I would have went to the hospital. You know what they would have did? They would have did what they do to everybody. Colonoscopy. They're not going to help me with anything. They're going to try to manage what I have by using chemicals and by whatever means necessary, okay? From my toxicity maybe I've accumulated, or my irritation that I didn't even know I was doing on the plant-based diet, okay? The vegan diet, in time. All I can tell you is, again, beware of that one too. I just put out a video here, coming up here. It's my 1-year transformation. You know, from my 15 years of being on a plant-based diet, becoming malnourished and sick, joint pain, stiffness, achiness, depression. I mean, I went down to 127 pounds, and if you think you can be an herbivore, give it a try. Don't be shy, okay? I mean, I've done a lot of videos, okay, over time here, and you can learn a lot of things, you know, from other people. There's a lot of channels out there that share information. And this is my, you know, daytime and my nighttime job since 1984 when I graduated, you know, as a doctor of chiropractic. And then I got into parasitology because everybody's loaded full of parasites and no one's addressing it. And I found out why the parasites are in the body, and we have lots of videos on parasites, lots of videos, okay, on heavy metal poisoning. How do you get the parasites? Well, it's usually because your immune system has been damaged by chemicals, by pesticides, by mercury fillings in your mouth, maybe fluoride in your water, maybe the plastic that's in your packaging, maybe the foods that you're eating that are processed, maybe it's the water that you're drinking or taking showers in that are full of different pharmaceuticals and different types of chemicals that they can't get out with filtration. This is why I always show people, guys, distilled water is the only water that you can get that's clean. Okay, steam distilled. It's not easy to get all the chemicals and pharmaceuticals and the estrogen from all the girls taking birth control pills. Okay, where do you think it goes? You pee in the toilet and it gets recycled. Goes to a reclamation plant. And just know, every time, especially here in Hawaii, every time it rains a lot, what do you think happens to the sewage plant? It overfills. It goes right into the ocean. And I see people swimming in all these suds. I did a video the other day on the chemicals. We had a big rain, and I went down to the river, into the ocean, and there was like a foot thick of foam. That's not from the plants. That's from chemicals. Whatever chemicals they are, it's from the farming. So we wonder why we're full of parasites. We wonder why we're full of heavy metals. We wonder why we're full of chemicals. And if you don't really follow detox programs and learn how to, you know, deaccumulate what you've accumulated in time, you will become sick. And you will have to go ahead and, well, maybe search on your own or see if you can seek professional guidance. And that could be a booby trap too. If you're not a professional researcher, then maybe you don't have the background to be able to go ahead and decipher a lot of the information. And if you feel that the person with the white jacket with the witch doctor stethoscope, right? That's the witch doctor. They're going to give you a magic pill to cure you. That won't happen. But they can give you one to manage you. Remember, becoming your own doctor is something that's a full-time job, and you're going to have to experiment on yourself. eartheracademy.com, we've got lots of experimental detox protocols, fasting protocols, sauna protocols, different types of cleansing protocols. You know, again, the beware for farmers. You guys are spraying this crap everywhere, and you're not realizing the damage. Forget you're doing to the farm, the damage you're doing to yourself. Okay? The damage you're doing to yourself. I know lots of farmers that work their tail off, and why are you so fat? Why are you so overweight? You don't drink, you don't smoke? No, but you play with chemicals. The first farm I bought, his name was Jay, at the Top Farm, my first farm here. And he told me, he says, I want you to watch out. He says, I got sick from the chemicals that I was using on the farm. And I learned about atrazine, he said. And I didn't even know what it was, atrazine. And atrazine is an herbicide. And atrazine, through several researchers, Dr. Byron Haynes, he has several different videos on YouTube. I can link some. that you can watch on atrazine, how it takes a male North American leopard frog and he puts it in a small, tiny concentration in billions, billions per part per million, part per billion, okay, very small amounts, and soaks the frog in this small amount, just like if you were eating this small amount all the time, taking showers and stuff, or whatever it is, your body's absorbing this stuff. And it turned the male frogs into females. And not only females, but reproductive females. That's a powerful, powerful weapon, okay, on endocrinology, on your endocrine system. So you wonder sometimes, why are there so many effeminized males now? Could it be possible the herbicides? That's one little piece, remember? You got wireless technology. Maybe that's why there's no bugs here either. I don't know. You've got climate engineering. It's another, set of difficulties that everybody's dealing with, and a lot of people don't really understand a lot of different pieces of this pie here. Okay, especially like the herbicides. You're a farmer, try something else other than using these herbicides. It does take more time for me to be able to weed eat under every lychee tree, and I've got 1,000 of these lychee trees. We have to weed eat them 2 times a year. I could spray this crap underneath them and nothing grows underneath, but if not, the weeds will grow up into the trees. Okay? All of that chemical is going into the trees. Do you think it's doing the trees good? Well, it's not killing the trees, but it's definitely killing the weeds, but the small amounts of these chemicals doesn't hurt the bigger plants, just like the small amounts of these chemicals doesn't kill the animals. But the smaller animals, the smaller grass, okay, the babies, all the babies died. You can do I did this experiment many times, many years ago. You buy 2 mice, 2 breeding mice, male and female, and you can take an herbicide, take glyphosate, atrazine, any of them, and spray it on their food, just like if you sprayed some of this herbicide on the grass and your animals ate them. Remember, glyphosate's in the dog food, it's in everything. It's in everything basically that's conventionally grown. It's what they use, everything. On every farmer uses glyphosate. Either that or atrazine or Hondo or one of these other herbicides with pretty much the same function. Starves the plants out. But you can take 2 mice, take some grain, and put a little bit of glyphosate on there. Okay, put a little bit of atrazine on there and see what happens. I know what happens. It doesn't kill them right away. They keep eating. Okay. They start to lose weight from malnourishment. And in time, what happens is they get weaker and weaker and weaker until this happens to them. Their body has no nutrition whatsoever. She was breathing really hard last night. And she's been going through this now for about 5 days. I'm massaging her at night. I mean, she was out in the pasture just laying there by herself, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I came to pick her up. Looked like she was dead. I picked her up and revived her, brought her back, and she started eating again. Okay, so, you can eat all the food you want, but are you digesting that food? Because you need a microbiome in your gut to break down food. Food does not break down by itself. And chemicals, even the mercury vapor that you swallow from your mercury fillings, the heavy metals in your mouth from your titanium implants, from your so-called gold implants, they're not gold, they're 5% gold. The rest is nickel, molybdenum, different heavy metals, okay? But the color is gold, a small amount. It's not gold though, because gold is soft, right? And these heavy metals, they start to, just like the vapor in your mercury fillings, they start to off-gas, and you swallow them, and they go through your intestinal tract, and they start to cause death, okay? Disruption, destruction of your microbiome. And once you lose your microbiome, you get sicker, more tireder. Okay, remember, your microbiome controls your brain chemicals, your hormones, your gut bacteria. The gut is the first mind. And if you poison the first mind, then the second mind, not this is not the first mind. The gut is the first mind. The gut and mind connection. The gut controls the mind. The mind doesn't control the gut. Okay? Anyways, be careful with the glyphosate, guys, and if you are eating it in your food, well, then it's good for you to learn detoxification, sauna techniques to sweat this crap out of your body. Do as I did, maybe. I took a break from plants. I haven't had any. I just have fruit, and I eat meat, chicken, all grass-fed organic, beef, kidney, liver, heart, organ meats, muscle meat, chicken wings, raw cheese, kefir, okay? Live probiotics. If I do have a vegetable, I'll have a pickle with my dinner. But I don't eat any potatoes, any grains, any greens, any rice, any of that garbage. I want to nourish myself. That means I need a 1.5 pH in my gut to break down protein and fat. And if I don't have a 1.5 pH, then how can I break it down? And if I eat a potato, it's going to dilute my stomach acid, and I will not be able to break down that meat. And it has to be grass-fed. If not, remember, you're eating a lot of animals. If you're eating conventionally grown animals, you're eating sick animals. You're eating possibly diabetic animals. That's why there's a lot of that marbleization in the meat. Okay? Everything's a mess, pretty much, in this world. And so you got to sort of navigate and figure out, you know, where you need to go and where you may not want to go. So I've got lots to share, just because my journey, I'm 60 years old just in a couple weeks. And as you get older, you learn a few things. And since I've been a physician, a doctor, and treated over 100,000 patient office visits, you get a chance to learn a few things. You get a chance to practice on a lot of people and on yourself when you get sick. That's the best part. But I found out that these herbicides, these fungicides, these insecticides, these sides, they're killers. Like homicide, right? Okay? Genocide, okay? Insecticide kills insects. Herbicide kills grass, herbs, plants. Remember, a lot of people, I think back in the 70s, were smoking marijuana that they sprayed with paraquat herbicide. And what happened to them? Massive lung problems. So there's a lot of people smoking a lot of stuff right now. Are you using synthetic chemicals? Are you smoking synthetic chemicals? A lot of people grow. I don't care if it's tobacco. You may be growing some cannabis. I don't know. Okay. And when you buy certain things, if it's not organic, guys, that means that they can use anything to be able to make sure that they get what they want, which is the crop. And most people don't know what they're doing is because, you know, they think they read the label and it seems safe because it's sold. But glyphosate is sold. Go ahead and drink a couple ounces of that and see what happens to you. Maybe the same thing that happened to this sheep here if you drink these higher quantities. So they ate the grass. It destroyed the microbiome. Over time, they got malnourished. And could it be possible that glyphosate destroys the glycine amino acid, one of the 4 major branches of who we are, right? Glycine, cytosine, adenosine, and what's the last one? Tyrosine. I haven't thought of these things in a while. GCAT. Okay? Those are the 4 amino acids, and glycine is the first one. Could it be possible, again, that glyphosate destroys the binder receptor to glycine? No glycine, no life. Okay? Who knows? But all I can tell you is This is anecdotal. I can see what happened here. Again, get yourself a couple of mice and test some of the chemicals that you're eating every day and see what it does. You may not want to rely on scientism anymore, because most of the time it's hooked with selling you something. Okay? So who can you believe nowadays? You have to be your own researcher, you have to be your own doctor, and if you do get into emergency, they probably will save your life. But if you have to try to manage something or try to heal yourself, then it might be good to try something on your own first. Because going to the doctor today, especially if the doctor doesn't look healthy and he's overweight or she's overweight, then how could they help you with your problem? Anyways, I got lots of stories to tell. That's why you get a gray beard, right? That means you've been here a long time. My Santa Claus beard. Okay, anyways, and if you're, again, having pets, or you're spraying the stuff in your yard, you spray it in your driveway, you're spraying it on the side of your house, you're spraying it around your sprinklers so you don't have to weed eat it, use the weed eater, okay? Get some exercise. And don't use these chemicals, is because they go down from your grass into the gutter, into the storm drain, into the creeks, into the ocean, and everywhere it goes. And you could imagine thousands, hundreds of thousands of people using these chemicals. Large companies spraying these chemicals over hundreds, thousands of acres, using crop dusting planes to spray chemicals on the plants, just like they did in Vietnam, right? Agent Orange. And what was that? Look what happened to the people that absorbed that in their skin when they were spraying that herbicide over the jungle. Okay? Sort of like Agent Smith, right? Smith in gematria is 33. And so is Orange, Agent Orange, Agent 33. Okay? Agent Smith, Agent 33. Kawinky dinky. I put out a few videos on a new channel on BitChute, and we have a few other channels too. Look in the show notes. But this one is not on really health, but it's on deciphering the matrix. It's taking words and using 36 different ciphers, which are taking words and changing them to a numeric value, to be able to see some of the connections of an esoteric world that's in your face. It's right in front of you. And you can't see it. It's in plain sight. It's always been in plain sight. This isn't something new. This has been here for, well, since we've been speaking English. Okay? So, you know, sometimes it's good to be able to see some of the kawinky dinkies in this world. So sometimes you won't believe some of the maybe organizations or some of the people that, well, are telling you to do things or about things. Is because why? It's because maybe they're one of the fallen angels, right? Maybe they're one of the Satanists. And you can maybe tell them by their name decoded by numbers. Like, look, Monsanto, English Sumerian, cipher, breaks down to 666. Each number relevates to a letter. Each letter relevates to a number. And there's many ciphers. There's English ordinal, there's the Jewish ciphers, there's the Kabbalah ciphers, there's the mathematical ciphers, and there's 36 that they give us. But anyways, take a watch at that. It's on BitChute, Deciphering the Matrix, and I've got 5 episodes so far. And it's just for educational purposes only. Is because there's possibly a lot of story there. Make of it what you believe yourself, but there is a system here, and you can see that, well, it's not that giving, right? And you know, the human civilization for millennia has been farmed in many ways. And right now, could it be possible that this is the end of the farm? And the farmers of the Dell are sort of cleaning up the farm, as they may do every 100 years or, well, every time they want to change the game, just like in the Matrix, when the architect says, the last program didn't serve. And it did for a certain time, but the program's broken now. We need a new one. And so right now we're going into a new program, right? We're going into the one world system. One world police, one world government, one world religion, one world money supply. A new world, right? And in 2 generations, it'll be just like this one. We'll get a chance to be able to learn the new way, the new world, and all the people that, well, didn't want to change to that new world, they're not here any longer anyways, right? After 2 generations, the children get taught new history. They get taught, well, a lot of new things, depending on what we are told that they want us to know. And who are they? Like I said, remember the game wardens of the farm. Anyways, be careful with the glyphosate. It's getting cold out here. I'm starting to shiver. It's been raining for a couple days here. And I've got to go bring in all the rest of the sheepies in and cover her up. And she's just barely alive right now. Just hanging on. Baby. Again, death is one thing, but suffering is another. And these herbicides, if you're suffering right now, then stop the herbicides. Stop the chemicals. Stop the processed food. Stop anything in a box, anything in a can. Stop anything in a package. That's it. If it's not in glass, don't drink it. Remember, plastics, microplastics. Bodies being clogged. Follow the Earther Academy protocols. Okay? All you can do is give it a try. And we've had tens of thousands of people already had magnificent results, depending on how much work you want to put in it and depending on what you need to upgrade, enhance, and optimize. It's only $10 a month. Cancel when you want to. We just, you know, as long as we make enough to keep things going, we keep things going. That's all. Because it does, let me tell you, take a lot of energy and time. Okay, video editing, just everything, just all the attacks we get, just to keep it going. All the research I do all the time just to be able to see into maybe the future and bring back some information to a lot of people that are still swimming in the past, and we'll bring them up to the present. And there are some people here that are called futurists, right? Some people that live in the future, and they see where things are going, only because of maybe that's their program. And you got other people that live in the now and just care about today, right? Drugs, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, just for today. And you got people that live in the past that are going insane about their mental movies. Okay, you live in the past. I learn from the past, I cherish the present, and I guide my ship to the future. That's just my philosophy. And like I said, it takes a little while to get a gray beard. That's how you wind up becoming a mystic as you get older, because you find out this whole world we live in is a mystery. A mystery. Remember, what breathes you is a mystery, isn't it? How the blade of grass works is a mystery. Scientism may tell you with a theory that they think, okay? But how did everything get here? Big Bang theory, gravity theory, okay? Again, look, I'm in Hawaii, and I'm standing sideways right now. Okay. All right, and I'm gonna go to Australia. Let's go upside down, right? Okay, theories. Theory of relativity. Evolution theory. They're all good stories, okay? But I can tell you the real stories are what you learn in life and what you experience in life. And that's what you know is real, because the rest is hearsay. Just remember that. It's hearsay. So, yeah, anyways, that's enough. All right, we'll see you guys on another video, and be careful not only with the chemicals, but with the multiple assaults from, I don't care if it's just the Wi-Fi in your house. Give it a break at night, shut it off, or hardwire up. I did a video the other day on my home health sanctuary. You know, upgrade, enhance, and optimize what you can, when you can, if you can. Is because why? Because living a life that's not suffering is the reason why you came here. You didn't come here to feed the demonic world, because their prime source of food, what do you think it is suffering. Their prime source of food is suffering. And those are ethereal parasites. Those are mind parasites. Okay? Make you do things a lot that you shouldn't do, and you know you shouldn't do it, but you do it anyways, and you wonder why you do it, because there's something powerful inside you that says, do it. Do it. And then you've got the physical parasites. These are Satan's little helpers that basically are in everybody. And they do have a directive to live. And they will share themselves with you. Okay? You'll share your food with them, and maybe even some of your blood, because some of the parasites, like hookworms and a variety of different parasites, tapeworms, they drink blood. Watch our videos on that, on the 5 categories on parasites. See what you're up against. Body fat, parasite. Okay? Remember, the chemicals distort us. Okay? All things that are unnatural distort us. And then we become dysfunctional, singularly, and then as a collective species, then we become destructional upon ourselves. Okay? So, anyways, that's enough. 47 minutes, jeez, I've been rambling. Sorry about that, guys. Hi. Okay, we'll see you guys. Aloha. And hopefully we'll have better things to talk about, more solutions. Remember, problem, reaction, simple solutions is the key to living a healthier, happier, and more wise life. So anyways, again, it's starting to get cold. I'm starting to shake here. All right, aloha. Okay, guys, this is an addendum to the video here. Okay, remember, beware, farmers, of glyphosate poisoning, not only to yourselves, but to your animals. This is one of the last babies here who's suffering right now from glyphosate poisoning, who ate the grass of a freshly sprayed, okay, Roundup, and you can see she's got bad diarrhea, okay, she won't eat. All the bigger animals, they got sick and all got diarrhea, but they didn't die. But all my babies, okay, this is a new baby here. This is number 9 here. So she's going to die. She's just slowly, I'm going to feed her a little bit of this. Well, it's a formula, okay, full of a lot of fat, because she's not eating. So I'm going to see if she can eat a little bit. But glyphosate destroys your gut, okay, makes it so you can't get any absorption of nutrition. And this is what it is. It's just like a slow death. And this is now going on for probably 25 days or so. Her face was so swollen before, and I'd give her a few things to be able to get the swelling out and stuff, but you can see, okay, that's just diarrhea. Normal poop is supposed to look like this right here, okay? Normal poop, okay, just like that. Normal poop, okay? Anyways, I'm going to feed her a little bit. How you doing, boo-boo? How you doing, baby? You don't feel good, huh? And she can't even stand up right now. She's so weak. And she hasn't moved at all. Oh, sweetie. Okay, and this is what's happening to people, too. This is what happens when you eat these herbicides. Okay, you spray it on these here, and they eat these, and you eat the food the same way. And guess what happens to you? It's just slow kill. Here's the guy that poisoned him right now. Right over there. Okay? Driving the mower. Yeah, come on over here so I can talk with you, brother. He won't talk to me. Anyways, spraying Roundup against the fence here. The animals ate the Roundup and they got all sick, and all the babies, they just smaller concentration, and it just winds up just breaking them down slowly, like malnourishing, like you fasting, and you can only fast so long. Okay? And this is what I've seen. No matter what the science says, if you think glyphosate's good for you guys, look how much glyphosate's in your cereal. Look up Cheerios. Okay? Look up Honey Nut Cheerios. Highest levels of glyphosate in cereals, or in your beer, or your wine, or just in your food in general. And they keep raising up how much you could go ahead and have, legally in the food. But if it destroys the animals, because they're eating the concentrated stuff, you're eating it in the food, okay? And it's doing this to your gut. You got gut problems? Well, okay. And this is the guy right here. Yeah. Let me go over and see if he'll say anything to me. See all the stuff he sprayed right here. Watch, he won't even talk to me. Let's see when he looks back. Hey, how are you doing? Yeah, please don't spray the Roundup. 9 of my sheep died.
9 of them?
I got one dying right now.
Did you warm them?
No, you sprayed it through here, they ate the grass, and they all got sick, one at a time. You did it twice. The first time I lost like 6 of them, and then the second time I sent an email to you and to Martha, please don't do that again. And then you sprayed again, and all my babies died again. My little baby that was just 2 months old, I got one right now over there. She's dying right now. Big pile of diarrhea, and it just slowly kills them. Takes about a month, and they slowly die. So, that's 9 sheep. That's 9 sheep so far. You didn't get my emails? Stanley, I sent it to Martha too. Anyways, it's heartening for me to see all these animals just die little by little. Okay?
Yeah, it's a big commitment when you have a
Well, just
people think it's take care of them, so you have to deworm.
the deworming is one thing. The glyphosate's poison. Okay?
That is not that, you can take it to the vet. What's going on with it?
I called the vet, had the vet. There's no antidote for glyphosate poisoning. It just slowly kills them.
Okay, let me see the paper.
I'll send you the stuff. So you can see, read the label. It says, do not spray on any grass.
I know, I can read the label.
It says, don't spray on any grass that,
For me too. You know what I mean?
it says, don't spray on any grass that any grazing animal's going to eat for 2 to 3 weeks. Because if not, they'll get sick and possibly die. It says right on the label. Okay? And, I'm down $1,500 in sheep right now. And not only that, 9 sheep, miserable, slow death. Sheila, all of them. Okay? They ate the grass, sticking their head through the fence.
Where you buried that 9?
I buried them all through here.
Where?
All over. I have pictures of all of them. I sent them to Martha and you. It says you opened up the email. Okay? So, what do? Call the police? This is terrorism.
You can do that.
Well, I know I can. Look what you did with the Roundup here.
Good. That is the
That's the Roundup that you sprayed. I videotaped you spraying it. The grass was beautiful, and the only reason the pigs eat that is because it's dead grass and they gnaw it up. Look at the erosion you did on the side over there. Okay, from where you sprayed, because the rain came. Doesn't matter. You don't spray this stuff. Look at all the freaking shit. That's fine. You think? I use it on the fence line in some areas.
That's what you're saying.
Look, you've been working with me for a long time. You know not to spray where animals are going to eat this stuff, okay? And I sent this to Martha, and I said, you're responsible, Martha, for your renter. So either way, okay? I mean, I sent 2 emails out with videos and everything. Either way, why would you spray this again? Why would you even spray this against, you see the animals in here eating the grass? Why would you do that? You've been spraying this shit for 20 years on and off, 15 years. You know you're not supposed to go ahead and spray this, okay? Where animals are going to feed. Okay? Goes down into the rivers, same thing. That's another thing. But any grass that you spray, the animals eat. I mean, look at all this stuff right here. That's all not because of the pigs. The pigs did that. After you sprayed, the water goes that way, and it was destroyed because you killed all the roots of the grass, and you can see right through the fence there, and everywhere you sprayed, you got erosion. That's what happened. If you don't spray, you don't get erosion. We sprayed up there, and we got erosion, the whole mountain fell in. Okay, it's the same thing. Anyways. You know, I sent you the emails that said you opened them up. I sent them to Martha, and this is the 2nd time now. And I got an animal over there right now dying. I gotta feed her some stuff she won't eat. Take it to the vet. I already have. There's no antidote. There's no antidote. There's no antidote to glyphosate poisoning. There's no antidote to glyphosate poisoning. Doesn't matter. There's no antidote. It destroyed their gut. Look, again, you did it 2 times, and each time you did it, okay? First time I did it, I couldn't tell. It took me 3 weeks, and all the animals were sick. Everybody had diarrhea. What the hell? Then I find out.
How long do you have those animals?
6 months.
Exactly, 6 months. You deworm them?
Of course. I got them.
What type of dewormer you get?
I dewormed them before they got here, and they get ivermectin every 3 months.
Okay.
Okay, I give it to them. Of course I do. I have a 50 ml bottle over there. Okay, I give it to them small amounts, 1 unit per 10 pounds. I know how to do it because I do it. That's part of the responsibility. You have to worm them. I have to worm my cattle up there too. I do them every 6 months. Anyways, this is a disaster, man. Okay? I'm disaster. Killing all, killing all my sheep.
No, I didn't kill them.
Yes, you sprayed. You sprayed this shit. They ate the food, and it killed them.
You're saying something.
Really? You didn't spray the glyphosate here.
No, I don't.
I have video of you doing it, brother, from the top up there.
I didn't do it.
Oh, you didn't do it. Then who else did it?
So
Benji saw you spraying.
What type of chemical I put it?
You put herbicide.
Oh, really? You have the video there?
I have.
You have the video there?
I have a video of you spraying all the trees.
You have the label with you?
Doesn't matter. You're spraying. All the herbicides are the same. They're all glyphosate. It's all glyphosate. Hondo, Roundup, they're all the same. Stanley, you can argue all you want. It kills the grass. It's called an herbicide. Side means what? It means death. Homicide. Genocide means to kill.
Can I do it a different way?
You don't spray.
Can I do it different way?
You don't spray on the ground.
You don't do it different way?
You don't spray on the ground where the animals are going to eat.
No, you don't do it different way?
You sprayed toxic herbicide that you bought from the store. I can see all the shit you sprayed. I did a video of all the stuff that I did a video of all the death.
Yeah, but you see me.
Of course I saw you do it. Who else is going to do it? Benji saw you doing it. Okay? He's right there. You want to ask him?
Everybody can see it.
He saw you doing it.
Everybody can see it, but the thing is, you saw me to get, bought it from the store. Bring them here.
What do you think you sprayed? What, vinegar?
I don't
You
know.
bought the
Everything
herbicide.
is poison for you. I don't know which
Stanley,
one type.
glyphosate,
Probably
Roundup,
the wrong
herbicide, or
type.
poisons. Okay? Just making excuses for nothing. I can see everywhere you sprayed.
I can see too.
Okay?
I'm not blind.
And what a disgrace for you to be able to destroy this lady's place, spraying this shit all over the trees, poisoning the trees, poisoning the fucking trees, destroying this whole place. Okay? There he goes. Yeah, I videotaped you the whole time, brother. Okay? This is the type of idiot, okay? You probably can't hear what he was saying, but arguing, telling me that, how do you know what I sprayed? I know exactly what you sprayed, okay? You sprayed an herbicide. Sorry about using some language there, just getting me pissed. This guy's worked for me for 15 years on and off, okay? He doesn't work for me anymore is because he crossed the line too many times, all right? And he just did this on purpose, okay? You can see right here, everywhere he sprayed all underneath all the trees, okay? And all that fruit that's growing on there right now, because he rents this orchard, you're going to eat this stuff, okay, that's in the fruit. You don't think glyphosate? Look, all the brown right here is all the shit that he sprayed. All this stuff he sprayed right here, okay? Everything that he sprayed. Oh, he's coming back for more. Let's see. Thought he was coming back to talk. Anyways, I won't say much, but yeah, I can read the label, he said. Okay, yeah, well, did you read the label? It says, do not spray where livestock, okay, livestock are going to be eating the grass, because this will happen to your animals. And guys, you keep on eating all that glyphosate. I think it's good for you. Look, they got diarrhea in their butt. They're better now, though. Okay, and this is utterly disastrous. Okay, all these chemical companies spraying this shit all over your food. Okay, you're spraying it on the food that you feed these animals, and all the animals are getting sick, including the human animals. Anyways, that's enough. But it was good for me to be able to talk with them, okay? And you can see that you can't make reason out of people that have little brains, okay? Or that are doing things on purpose. Nobody, okay? Read the label. Nobody, okay? You're not supposed to spray any of this shit where any animal's going to eat. So if rabbits eat this, it's going to kill them. Squirrels eat this. Mice eat this. Okay? Any animal that eats grass. Okay? Deer, even foxes. A lot of animals chew on grass. Okay? Maybe this crap tastes good, but it's killing tons of animals. So also, vegans or anybody that thinks that for some odd reason, okay, you're saving animals by eating a plant-based diet, you are mistakenly wrong. Do you know how many animals die? How many animals die, okay, to be able to give you potatoes, to give you corn, to give you wheat, to give you soy, to give you all your grains, your quinoa, your rice and everything. You know how many pesticides, insecticides, and herbicides and fungicides they use? As much as they want to keep the crop. Okay? They use glyphosate just to even desiccate. They spray it on the crops when they're ready to harvest because it dries it up faster so they can harvest it easier. Really. Okay, remember, and all this stuff is going in our bodies, okay, and you wonder why you got gut problems. Like I said, take a break from glyphosate. That means stop eating all vegetables for a while, all seeds, all nuts, all grains. go on the diet that I've been on to rebuild myself, okay? Rebuild myself, eating animal products that are not fed they have to be organic, they have to be grass-fed, have to be grass-finished, they have to be healthy animals, and you're going to transfer this nutrition to you, okay? And I have fruit, that's it. Local fruit on my trees. I don't eat any other fruit, and I know that I don't spray that stuff. I feed them chicken poop, okay? Don't spray anything on the trees. And whatever animals eats the fruit off of my trees, well, guess what? Okay? I'm sharing. And so anybody that's going to eat the fruit off of these trees, okay, and this is exactly all your apples are grown, your peaches are grown, your almonds are grown, is because they spray the frickin' Roundup. Look, not a weed under those trees. Look where it's all brown. That's because he sprayed that shit because he doesn't want to weed eat under the trees because he's too lazy. Because it does take a lot of work to be able to farm, okay? And you can do it slipshod, okay, by using chemicals, because that's how they use, okay? Well, that's how you can cut your labor force down, just by using chemicals, right? You spray this crap and 3 months later, okay, everything's still dead. Look, the dirt, okay? Nothing will grow there because you killed all the microbes under there. You killed all the worms under there. You killed every insect, basically, okay, or any microbiome that's in that soil. That's why nothing will grow afterwards, okay? I know the farmers here, they use the fields 2 times. They rent them from people for $1,000 an acre. They put their sweet potatoes in or their ginger. They put the chemicals all over the place. And after that, they don't want the land anymore because it won't grow anything anymore. So they let it rest for 5 years and they'll come back to it. It's because you poison the bloody earth so much, okay, that you killed the microbiome. The plants will not grow. And if they do grow, they get parasites because the ground is deficient in the microbiome. And the microbiome is what keeps you healthy in your gut, and the microbiome which keeps these plants healthy, the grass healthy. Okay, remember the fungus is under the trees. It's what aids the tree. Okay, it decomposes all the things to make it so the tree can absorb all of its nutrients. You spray that shit underneath the bottom of the trees, okay, or anywhere, and all you're doing is you're killing the microbiome, which makes the trees weak. Okay, you don't think so, guys? Then why don't you start farming and check it out and see what happens? Okay. Anyways, that's enough. I'm going to feed this little guy here. Just see if she'll take a little. Wish I had a tripod. I can show you how I'm going to feed her. But I don't think I can. Nope. Anyways, all right. Yeah. We'll see if we can give her a little nutrition, okay? Because if not, she's not going to eat, and she's just going to wither up. And this is what happens with people with IBS and everything else. Guys, you can eat, but you're not absorbing nothing. And if you are absorbing something, you've got holes in your intestinal tract, leaky gut syndrome, and it's going into your body. And now you're getting sick. And you don't know why you're getting sick. But you're going to go to the doctor, and he's going to give you the magical pill. Remember that. For all your insolence. and being real smart by not really understanding. It's not what's on the label, what you're eating, it's what chemicals are in the food that you're eating. That's what you need to find out. Anyways, all right, that's enough. Aloha. Okay, he's taking pictures. All right, let's see. There he comes. What an idiot. What, are you going to take pictures and show Martha all the destruction you did spraying this stupid shit everywhere? I know you want to play games, that's fine. You're going to get a court suit. You owe me $1,500 so far. Play games. Play games.
Tell me one thing. Are you
Why do I act like that? What are you talking about? You just went ahead and killed my sheep. I told you before not to spray the shit. You should have known well better than that.
No, why you act like that?
Act like what?
No.
No, I'm pissed off is because I just fed this baby. It's dying.
Look. I just make sure that I do it today. That's it. I'm not looking for problem. I'm not looking
You already made a problem. Then pay me $1,500 that you owe me for my sheep that you just killed. You sprayed this shit on purpose. You did it twice. You opened up those emails. Don't say you didn't.
I'm doing it on purpose. Who said I want to hurt you?
Really? I sent you an email.
No. Look, I really respect you.
You're either that or you're stupid as fuck to spray this stuff. No, you are either. Can you read labels? It says, do not. It will kill the animals, make them sick. There is no antidote for glyphosate. None. And you're spraying this shit with shorts last time. That was funny. Okay? Getting it on your body, you're just going to wind up getting sick like your father did. Same thing.
Nobody wants to do that.
What happened to the guy that died here? Spraying glyphosate all over the fucking place. It kills people. Okay? That's why they got lawsuits all over the place for glyphosate poisoning right now. Everywhere on the commercials. It kills. It's an herbicide. It kills.
So why you still using it?
I use it in one spot on the fence only. Look, you sprayed. You can make all the excuses you want. You sprayed this line. You know my sheep are right here. You're either dumb as fuck, okay? Whatever, something's wrong. You did it twice. And I videotaped and I documented it.
You cannot talk like a real person.
I am talking like a real person.
I'm talking to you 'cause, you know, that is unfortunate what you're doing right now. What you become.
What's that?
So for me to tell you, I don't know what to say. 'Cause, you know, I don't came here to argue with you. I don't came here to.
I came to talk to you about you being not being smart. I told you once not to spray it. Don't ever read the email. Don't ever spray this shit again, and you sprayed it again.
Who did it?
What? Who did it? I have videotape of you doing it from up top on my balcony. Who did it? Oh, someone else. You hired someone to spray the poison. Benji saw you spraying the shit up and down the fucking driveway. What?
Hey, Benji. Benji, come here.
What? He's gonna say you didn't spray it? What do you think all this dead grass is on the ground? It's because you sprayed the shit.
This for me, I'm not making problem. Okay? Don't take this off, please. No. Look,
I'm either pay me. I'm either gonna make a police report on this. I'm either gonna make a police report on this, or give me my $1,500 that you owe me.
You arresting me right now.
What's that? No, I'm either gonna make a police report. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I got him on tape again. Okay, these are crazy people. Okay? And, you know, when someone gets caught with their pants down, you know, they don't want to. Here, just so you can see here. Again, he's out there taking pictures to try to cover himself. Look, everywhere he sprayed here, all this brown, all the dead areas where there's dirt, all up and down this driveway. Everywhere you see dirt is because he sprayed this shit. You can see on this side right here. Okay? And you can see I don't spray this shit at all. Anywhere. You don't see it around the trees. You don't see it anywhere. We spray a little bit of glyphosate up in the upper fence line because we can't get to it. That's it. But other than that, we don't use that stuff at all. Because I know now what it does to animals. I didn't realize what it does to the animals like this. Until you have animals that get sick, you don't realize. Look, they eat grass. That's all they do. Anyways, sorry about that, guys. But just to show you a little Hawaii loco, right? Because this really, you know, is Forget depressing. It's just downright not right. Okay, to make the animals suffer like this with these chemical poisons. And people, you wonder why you're bloody suffering. Just remember that. You wonder why you're suffering. Okay, you wonder why your gut, okay, hurts. And maybe you have, look, diarrhea. You got stomach problems. Well, there you go. Okay? This is first-hand sight of you can say, glyphosate poisoning, herbicide poisoning. Okay? Okay, that's enough. I just fed her a little bit of the stuff right here. She drank about that much. I'm going to feed her a little bit more. Just got to feed her a little bit at a time, give her some nutrition, because, yeah, this is how they die too. They won't eat. Remember, she's got grass right in front of her. She won't eat. Look, everybody else over there. Everybody's eating. Everybody's eating. Okay, guys are over there. They're making her another pasture for them right here. Okay, there we go.